Facing a deadline for a PowerPoint presentation, the thought of getting started can get really overwhelming. But fortunately, it doesn't have to. Hi, I'm Andrew Childress. I'm a PowerPoint design pro, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to write a PowerPoint presentation and discover the writing process. You already know your topic and audience, and you know that you need to build an attention-getting slide deck. It needs to flow clearly and in a logical order. But where do you begin? The answer is to sit down and begin to write. For this tutorial, we'll work through some examples using the premium Azaria multi-purpose presentation template from Envato Elements. I have it downloaded and open in PowerPoint here. As I scroll through, you can see the array of slide layouts inside. These are easy to customize, and what they really do is serve up a ton of design inspiration. Now, let's get to work learning how to write a PowerPoint presentation. The trick? Outline and plan ahead of time. Remember, this outline won't necessarily go into your presentation, but it serves as a roadmap for you to use as you build out your slides. Begin with a thesis statement. This is a single sentence that outlines the topic of your presentation. For this to succeed, your thesis should be specific, relevant, and debatable. Think of it as an argument. Your slide deck will be devoted to proving this argument, and these statements can be general or more focused. For instance, saying that it's good for photographers to be aware of their surroundings is a general thesis. To be more specific, you could say, as a street photographer, it's important to be clear about your circumstances. Next, make a list of your most relevant points. It's a good idea to work through everything you can think of that applies to the topic at hand. Then, circle back and highlight the key points that you deem most important. The advantage lies in brevity here. Focus on too many key points and you'll end up with a rambling, overlong presentation. Try and keep to 5 or 6 key points if you can. Now, make an outline. Here's an example of an outline I built for my slides. It's how to write PowerPoint presentation decks easily. The outline, as you can see, is a plan showing the layout of your presentation and the key points that you'll explore. Organize them in a logical flow. And be sure to build out a strong introduction. Focus on some topics, and wrap up with a robust conclusion. In the conclusion, it's a good idea to recap those key points to leave your audience with the right impression. Jumping back over to PowerPoint here, it's time to get to work. Let's begin with the introduction. Working on slide number 1 here, let's build a title slide that briefly touches on our thesis statement. To do that, click into one of the text boxes here. Then select the contents inside. And finally, begin typing. The placeholder text will disappear, replaced with your own words. Jumping ahead here, you'll see my completed intro slide. It's short, sweet, and to the point. Now we'll move ahead to a second slide. As you can see, I've reused my outline and fashioned it into a table of contents slide. This serves 2 purposes. It keeps me on track, and it helps my audience know what I'll be talking about. Plus, it's an excellent point of reference to navigate through the full slide deck later. As you speak during your presentation, remember to create a compelling hook and angle. Do it early in the first part of your introduction. This means capturing the audience's attention and keeping it. You can use a brief story or anecdote to do this. Or you can create a hook in the form of a question. The trick is to be like the example on this slide. Craft a brief, engaging statement that makes your audience want to keep listening. Finally, you need to build a strong conclusion. Again, what I like to do here is recap what I've already said. It's almost like a second outline or table of contents. At the end of the slide deck, you'll touch on the key points that you've already covered. And then you'll finish with a compelling ask. You'll ask your audience to take action based on what you've told them. Again, brevity is key. Don't become too bogged down in the details, or you'll risk losing the audience at the very end of your presentation. Finally, keep a few design rules in mind. Be sure to always use clear, readable text. As you can see here, it makes all the difference. Audiences appreciate slides that are easy to understand and follow along with. Plus, you'll need to maintain a consistent look and feel. Don't mix and match your design aesthetic. Maintaining a steady design makes your slides look more professional. That's it. In moments, you've learned how to write a PowerPoint presentation. The key is planning. Build out a list of your ideas and topics in advance, and then apply them to your slide designs. And be sure to embrace and use premium templates from Envato Elements. Elements is the best resource for you as you write PowerPoint presentation designs. For a flat monthly rate, you can download and use as many stylish slide deck templates as you want. And that's not all. Elements includes millions of other digital assets too. These include fonts, stock photos, audio, and so much more. You can't afford to miss out in 2023. And don't forget to subscribe to our Envato Tuts Plus YouTube channel for more tutorials just like this. I'm Andrew Childress for Envato Tuts Plus, and thanks again for joining me.